Welcome to America, period. Presenting this community interview with Hope Haven Christian Recovery Center, featuring your host, Matt Sweets, with special guest, MJ Markley. Welcome to America, period. Your source. Follow and subscribe for free on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and more. Proudly made in the USA. Welcome to America, period. I'm your host, Matt Sweet-Stanishevsky, and I have a very special guest today, MJ Markley. What's up, brother?
How you doing, Matty?
I'm good, brother.
Yeah, man.
Good to see you. I mean, we go back since the Tonka truck days and kickball and 7th Ward, man. So it's really good to see you.
You as well, man. It's been a long time. We've been together. We've been friends for a long time. All the way back to those bicycle days up at 7th Ward. And just through high school too. We graduated together.
Exactly. Crazy, right?
So, yeah,
Time
man.
flies by, and we've seen each other's good times and not so good times.
Sure.
And one thing I want to say right now before we even get started,
Yeah.
Michael, MJ, thank you for always being a friend and a brother to me.
Absolutely, my brother.
I appreciate you, man.
Nope. No worries, man. I got you.
I know that gets used a lot and it's kind of cliche, but I truly do.
Nah, man.
I express a lot of gratitude. So.
No worries, brother. If we need each other, I feel that if I came to you, you'd be there as well.
100%. 100%. That's what community is all about. Yeah. Speaking of community, very exciting. So we have a new recovery center coming to downtown Washington, Pennsylvania.
Correct.
And this is actually the second one that you've been involved in opening and creating programming and so forth.
Sure.
What's the name of it?
Hope Haven Christian Recovery Center. So, but if you want to go short, it's we're gonna go with Hope Haven CRC.
Okay.
Like I said, short for Christian Recovery Center.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, why did you decide to create a new organization or a new recovery center?
So, over the years, dealing with the public and dealing with the recovery realm, if you will, what we've gathered from a lot of people is that more options you have, Matt, is the key. So you can't ever have enough options. What I mean by that is a program here, program there. If one place has a program, somebody doesn't like it. Another place has a program that they like, okay? But that works for one person, may not work for the other, and vice versa. So the more options you have around Washington, which I think Washington is very, very awesome for that specifics, because there's so many options for people in the walking area of Washington.
Sure.
So that's very key as well.
Sure. And I agree with you 100%. In recovery, having that toolbox, and because let's be real, recovery is not a one size fits all cookie cutter approach.
Right.
So it's great to have those other resources and the options in your toolbox to use.
Correct. Yeah, it's like the more it's like the more you have, the better.
Absolutely.
So it goes a long way, man.
Now, for some of our listeners, before they might tune out because they hear Christian and so forth, why have you decided to go in a faith-based approach?
At this point, I think faith-based recovery is very hard to come across. It's throughout the region, and we've done some research, and in Washington, you really couldn't find a Christian recovery fellowship. So maybe one. Okay. So and then we have a Celebrate Recovery. We're gonna launch as well.
Nice.
And the two that are basically the 12 steps geared around the Bible. And it's just something like if somebody wants to get in recovery and also wants to get back into their relationship with God, those two are combined. Okay, so they can come to one place and get both of those
Nice.
aspects in one specific place. So I mean, it's just like I told you earlier, the options. If somebody wasn't into or didn't need the religious aspect, they can go down the street to another location and do that. We are offering this because we feel like it's needed in Washington at this time.
Now, what do you say to someone who might be turned off by the faith-based aspects of it?
Well, it's the thing is, we also offer different aspects as well. We have a cafe that's involved with us, and it's a no judgment zone based cafe.
Good,
so you
good.
whether you're religious or you're not, you come in, you can enjoy a thing of coffee, a lunch, a breakfast, and not have to worry about the outside intervening. You can come in, be non-judged, and just enjoy your day. And then if you want to talk to one of us there, that there's usually a pastor there with us.
Nice.
And if so, you can contact me, and I can have you set up with our pastor, and you can just talk a little bit about what we're doing as far as integrating the Bible into the 12-step programs. But I mean, if you're not into it, like I said, you can just come in and just be in a place of welcoming. And that's what we do.
And like fellowship.
Fellowship, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, just come in and not feel judged.
And I think that's such an important part of recovery in general.
Sure.
It's just having that community connection,
Yep.
having that safety net, and having that fellowship. That's one of
That's
the
the
parts
thing
that
too.
I love the most.
Yeah, that's the thing is you want to feel welcomed.
Yes.
Okay, and that's one of the number one pieces of getting into recovery is you want to feel like you belong. Okay, and so a fellowship goes a long way. And when you come into our location, you're going to feel right at home. Okay, whether you want to engage in the faith-based recovery or not, or just sit down and have a nice coffee or lunch or breakfast.
Absolutely. And so what other services and programs do you plan on providing at the new center?
Well, of course, we're going to be an advocate for people in recovery. So we would have people come in, and if they need a specific part of recovery that we don't offer, which we're basically just going to offer meetings and whatnot, and then fellowship, and then social gathering. Okay. If they need something else, people that are going to be there can refer them to different locations as needed.
So you're going to also serve as a resource for people to come to, feel welcome,
Sure.
and ask those hard questions.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So if they ask those questions and I can't answer it, or the people that we have there, the pastor, can't answer those questions, I know enough, and we know enough people in Washington
Yes, y'all do.
that we can refer them to the appropriate places.
And I think that's great, especially that welcoming aspect again, because let's face it, in recovery, there's a lot of stigma, there's a lot of shame that goes on, things that we really need to get past as a society in recovery. So I definitely applaud just having the doors open for everyone. What I'm hearing.
Yeah, I think Washington has come a long way in the recovery aspect because the stigma, yes, it's still out there. Okay, it's everywhere, but in Washington, I think we've come to a point in 2025 that people do realize it can happen to anybody, and it can happen anytime and anywhere. And so, with that said, if you come up with us just to chat a little bit, just feel welcomed, and if we can't answer any questions that you might have, we will refer you to the appropriate people.
Absolutely, you got the resources.
Yeah.
So where is now I know you mentioned the cafe, which is on North Main Street in downtown Washington, PA. What's the address for it?
47 North Main Street in Washington.
Now, where is the center located?
So it's directly underneath the cafe. Okay. So what it is you come into the street level, you come into the cafe, and then if you need to, if you have a meeting and you want to talk about the faith-based recovery aspect, we can go downstairs and open wide up into the haven of hope, if you will.
Right.
Hope Haven,
gotcha.
Christian Recovery. So
nice.
Yeah, it's a nice place for individuals to come and feel welcomed, and just a nice place to hang with your buddies and talk recovery if you need to. We're going to have like different. We're going to have vending machines down there. For snacks. If you need anything snack wise when the cafe's not open.
Wait, I thought you were on a diet though.
Well, hold on a second.
MJ, I thought you were on a diet.
We're not talking about me here. We're talking about individuals coming in. Yeah, man. But no, we're going to have a nice place for people to sit and talk. And then if they need a meeting, there's another place there connected to the sit-down location of the recovery unit. And they have meetings in there, which is secluded, and you can't hear anything going on outside. Most of all, the people in the recovery, we call it the big room.
Okay.
Or, their anonymity is very much taken into consideration.
Absolutely.
So they are definitely priority.
And this would include like AA, NA meetings, that type of
AA, NA, CA,
good.
which is Cocaine Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, Alcohol Anonymous, and we're also going to have a Gambling Anonymous group as well as the Christians in Recovery and Celebrate Recovery, which is the tie-in between 12 Steps in the Bible.
That sounds amazing, especially with the Gambling Anonymous as well. I don't think there's anyone in the area really doing that.
Right, and then the next place is in I believe in Westmoreland County. So, hey, we have a casino here. Okay, we need to have a location here in Washington. Actually, there may be one.
Okay,
now that I'm thinking of, maybe one. I'm not sure if they're still up and running, but if not one, then zero. So we definitely need a place for individuals to come for help with gambling and I have an individual that's ready to start up the meeting here.
Excellent.
Pretty soon. So once we get that information going, I'll get that out there to the people and you as well, Matt.
You better, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting the word out, is there a website or a phone number people can reach out to?
We're still in the initiative phase of that, Matt. I apologize. And we'll have a number and a website that people can go to for now until our grand opening, which is going to be in May, sometime in May. But I'll get you the information on that as well.
Sure,
but
you better, man.
Yeah, for now,
America period expects to be there.
Absolutely, man. For now, if people can contact me or Pastor Tom Bell High. Or
even go up to the cafe.
Just come up to the cafe and all the information will be provided up there. But like I said, in the near future, we'll have all that stuff together, the website and the phone number for everybody. It's like I said, we're in the initial phase of this. But we're very happy to get started and excited for what we're going to be able to provide. So.
And I would imagine with all the excitement and the insurmountable amount of work that goes into this, I would imagine you have a need for volunteers and so forth. How could people help?
Yeah, absolutely. Right now? We are for the most part, a volunteer-based service. Okay, so we rely on people to come in and just want to give back to the community. And so we have all the cafe workers are all volunteers, and of course all of us trying to get the Hope Haven started. We're all volunteers as well. So with that said, yes, we're gonna be in need for more volunteers. And
I know you got your son Guy up there right now painting.
Absolutely, so. we got my son Guy. He's up there doing some painting, and like I said, we're gonna get it ready to get it rocking and rolling. Man, Guy does a good job for me up there, and he's actually gonna be my groundskeeper, keep everything under control down there as far as what needs done and whatnot, and keeping the place clean and stuff.
Sure.
So yeah.
Sure. Now, you already mentioned when you anticipate being opened. When you're in operation, will this be open 7 days a week, or what would be the hours, or you're still working that out?
Still working that out, Matt.
Okay.
But what we would like to do is keep it open, throughout the days that it's being used. Eventually, yes, we want to get to 7 days.
Nice.
Okay. 5 days. Right now, we're concentrating on maybe 3 days right now, but then eventually getting to those 4, 5, 6, 7 days.
Sure.
When it starts to grow people will come. Okay, and when it's there and it's needed, people need the ability of access. And if it's not accessible, then what good are we doing?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
So we're going to be accessible as much as we need to for individuals that are in need of recovery, and we can't wait to get things rocking and rolling. And we're on a good pace right now. Like I said, we're thinking about May 6th around that time, but hopefully we'll get there. Excellent. If not, I'll let you know. But it'll be sometime. If it's not then, it'll be sometime thereafter. But yeah, we're excited.
I'm very excited as well.
Yeah.
Is there anyone involved in? I know you mentioned some of the pastors and other individuals. Is there anyone else you'd like to thank or you recognize in the involvement of this?
Yeah, just our local board members. Of course, it's Pastor Tom Bellhigh of New Hope City Center and a New Hope Church. We have from Curtis Pharmacy, Eric Cushy, very much involved with our church and also a very active member in helping get Hope Haven off the ground.
Good.
As far as Pastor Tom's wife, Jan, our friend Steve. Yes, and then also I can't forget Mr. Amster. He's a very much needed part of this as well. So, yeah,
excellent. I mean, it sounds like you got a great team with you, and building up even more volunteers and excitement before you even open the doors. That's excellent. MJ, is there anything else you'd like to add at this time?
Well, Matt, not at this time, sir. But when we get this thing going, you'll be the first to know, my brother.
I better know, absolutely. And any way that I can help and America Period can help, we're 100% on board to support recovery, the recovery community, and continue to eliminate or reduce the stigma and the societal shame that often occurs with recovery that, as you mentioned earlier, can affect every and anyone. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, rich, poor, male, female, none of that matters. It can affect everyone, and not only that person, but the families and friends as well.
So. Absolutely, Matt. You made a great point, brother. Like you said, it's just, you never know. And the thing is, anybody can recover as well.
Yes.
Okay, so if you're struggling, help's out there. I know that's something that people always say, but listen, it's true. If you need help, the door's open. Walk through it, Matt, and people are happy to give a hand. And the more we can do at Hope Haven here in the near future, the better we can be as a community.
Love it.
All right, man.
MJ,
yeah,
I appreciate your time. Look forward to great things coming, my brother.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us here at America Period. Continue to keep following us. Share, like, tell all your family, friends, everyone to get involved with us because we are here for our communities that we support and, just recognizing all the amazing individuals, businesses, organizations that are taking place here throughout Washington County and really southwestern Pennsylvania. So, again, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.